Männer, es war ein langer Krieg. Ihr habt tapfer und stolz für euer Vaterland gekämpft. Seid eine besondere Truppe, die ineinander einen...
Hey everyone, this is the Hydra Hut. This is Deadman number 4. So I didn't review this when it first came out because my LCS doesn't have it, and I'm an idiot and I didn't put it on my poll. DNC has been pretty much constantly reviewing these, and he does it for the cringe. I don't care what he says. I think Neal Adams is a chaotic genius. The whole book is just madness all through the issues, but it all kind of actually starts coming together in book 4, and you realize that Boston Brand is fucking crazy, but he's also kind of smart and kind of dumb at the same time. And it's not just because Neal Adams is a crazy old man. He actually apparently put some thought into this. And we see basically Boston stumblefuck everybody when he finally points out to everyone that he's been onto them. And just, it's weird. He throws wrench in this whole big plan. Anyway, so this is by Neal Adams. Art's by Neal Adams, writings by Neal Adams. Neal Adams is one of the old school premier artists that really kind of push the limits on where you should go with art and comics. He is the premier Deadman artist. The only other person that can really compare to him with Deadman is Kelly Jones, and their style's totally different, which is why Kelly is the other premier Deadman artist. Because nobody does Neal Adams like Neal Adams. So, putting the story aside, let's just look at the art first. Neal Adams is a fantastic artist. All of his shots are dynamic. He uses perspective. The people are always very consistent looking. Brand's family all has very similar features. The women are all attractive. Look at this fucking awesome Yeti fight scene just thrown in where they're talking about having battled Yetis in the past. Anytime Brand is controlling somebody, here he's controlling Cleve, his brother. We get these green lines to illustrate that Brand is inside them, or Deadman is inside them. So the Yeti stuff all makes sense if you've been following the book. They're basically just talking about Cleve's past. But while Boston is in his brother's body and he's talking to his dad, it becomes very apparent that his dad is talking to Boston. He knows that Boston is Deadman and is inside of Cleveland, and he's answering all these questions for him. And she is a cutie. Oh, it's Boston's sister, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Boston's sister. So basically we find out, Boston finds out the rest of the story behind his brother, who's given to some freaking assassins for training. And he also realizes that his dad knows a whole lot more than he's been giving on to. That's when the Spectre of Vincent shows up, basically jerks Deadman out of his brother's body, and pulls him to the side so they can start talking. Anytime Boston and the Spectre are together, Deadman is just being a psychopath and an ass to the Spectre, and it's fucking hilarious. Anyway, they find this little dude in a diaper, Vishnu. Fucking love his rain boots. Vishnu can see Deadman. Vishnu's actually the one, if you haven't been reading, Vishnu's the one that's pretty much responsible for Deadman being where he is and setting all these plans into motion. And Deadman's calling him out on it. And Vishnu's like, no, you gotta go talk to this tree of life. And Deadman's like, no, I'm not doing anything. You're all stupid. I'm done with your plans. I'm leaving. I'll just live like this forever. How do you like that? And everybody's like, don't do that. And then here we get Spectre and Deadman doing this argument, which is hilarious. Deadman is just constantly like this right here. What? Wait, you're saying your father lied? Wait, I saw nothing to indicate that he... What? Didn't I see? Not as smart as you thought you were. Just shows you suck, Spectre-ate. Oh, Neal, you're crazy. I love you. They argue back and forth, and Boston basically informs him that he thinks his dad was all in on the plan. His dad knows way more than he's letting on to. Why else would his dad be able to just beat the hell out of him as him, beat the hell out of him as his huge brother, beat the hell out of him as Tiny? His dad is a straight up thug. And Boston doesn't believe that he got that way just by doing circus training. So he goes back to this tree. Boston Brand, again, you come here to see me at the beginning of a very long journey. In the rain. As you say, in the rain. You look like crap. What? You sent me on a long, futile, rainy journey. So did you learn all that you had to learn? No! No thanks to you, you ancient witch. I found contradiction, confusion, and the horror of man. But these things, I couldn't just tell you. It was for you to find out yourself. Well, you get this crap and let's cut to the chase. I love the way Boston attacks everybody. So Boston basically tells the tree that he's done. He's leaving. He's not letting these plans go out anymore. And the tree's like, no, you can't do that. You will be stopped. And as he starts to leave, we meet the, I don't know how to pronounce this, Eloe. She's cute, though. She's basically one of the main ones responsible. And she tells Boston that he has no choice. He either keeps doing what he's doing, or he's going to be forced into doing it by these guys. But Boston's like, no, I'm going to fight him. And he goes flying up with this really cool little scene with these nice speed lines to go up and punch him. They smack his ass back to the ground. Oh, it's good stuff. The whole fight scene is just Boston getting raped by these giant golden golems. The Spectre tries to join in, but Boston starts yelling at him. It turns out that Boston is actually just playing. He wants to get taken, so the Spectre lets himself get beaten. They grab Boston and haul him off. The Spectre's trying to figure out why Boston is doing this. And then you're really going to need to read this part to understand it, because I'm not going to read everything and let you figure it out. I'll let you see how great this art is, though. But basically, Boston calls her out on this being a lot more important than she's leading on to, simply by the fact that she went through all this effort to keep him on his path. And she's like, well, yeah, I mean, I guess you're smarter than I thought, but I don't know why this is such a big deal. Because Boston's making a huge deal out of the fact that he knows. He knows. Then we get Vishnu. I noticed for a smart guy, he's a little dense. I fucking love this comic. Oh, and then we get Etrigan back again. He's been popping up throughout this. Etrigan's my boy. We find out that he's, of course, still playing a large part in all this. Here we see Boston's dad and his mom talking to the head of the assassins who have his brother. That's when we finally get a run into his brother, who was sold off, and they think he's being held captive, but apparently he's in training. And then the fucking Etrigan shows up to try and save him, and this really awesome scene where he snags this. Well, just without the lyrics, let's just watch. Swipes this thing out of the air, comes rolling out, and just BLAM! Blasts Aaron's bodyguard, swoops him up, and hauls him off. And then Aaron just flips right out and starts manhandling Etrigan. It was a pretty cool little fight. And we find out that Aaron wants to be here, and nobody is going to keep him from being here. And that's basically the end of this book. So, I recommend Deadman. I guess you got to kind of have a different take on what's good and what's not. I don't know. I'm a disciple of chaos. I love how crazy this is. And if you actually pay attention to the story, it really does start coming together here. There is some method to Neal Adams' madness. So I recommend checking it out. Plus, the art is just amazing. But if you haven't been reading it this long, you can just wait till the trade paperback. I'm sure they're going to do one. No way they gave Neal Adams a 6-issue spread, and they're not going to put that on a softcover book. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Hail Hydra, baby.